I guess Desi was telling us is like this is one of the only two places in the world where you can get the stone.
The quality of our argillite is the best.
Yeah.
There's a place in Campbell River there, but it's like rock hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's harder than soapstone.
And how long did it take you with working with your uncle to get to a place where you felt like you were confident enough to do your own?
Well, I was quite young. You know, I was like 9, 10 when I first got introduced.
Yeah.
I was about 15 when Dolphy Collinson was making big pieces. He used to have a shed out in his backyard and he used to hang out there off the street.
And was it like a natural, like your own interest, or was it something that you were brought into the city?
No, it was my own.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of interested in it.
That's why you're still doing it.
Well, then later on, when after, you know, Bill Reed's canoe was built in here, I worked on that for 5 months, and after that was done, we got 4 of us to move down to Vancouver and apprentice with him. That's where I first got into wood.
Apprentice with Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we spent a year and a half with him and moved back home.
And someone down at the Museum of Anthropology, one of the curators there was telling me that the commemorative pole that they made for Bill Reed, that there were a couple of like digs at him in the two of the one of the watchers has like a European top hat on, and as like, you know, not full Haida, and there was something about the wolf as well, that there would maybe in the way that it was represented that was like another sort of dig at him for not being full-blooded.
Well, yeah. You follow your mom, so.
Yeah.
Well, everybody says he was the one that, like, it died off for a while. There wasn't really, like, in the 60s, 70s. Not many were doing it, but to me, Rufus Moody and an older guy from Mass doing the argillite, I figure that's who kept it going.
Oh.
But, you know, Bill went to good schooling and learned all these jewelry
And I think,
but you can't take nothing away from him.
No.
He is a miserable bugger to work with.
Is he?
really,
Oh, yeah.
how so?
Why?
Well, you know, he was gonna fire us. It's where his killer whale in Stanley Park. He had miniatures ones. They already casted up and had to clean them up. We were making a mess of them. And you guys ruined another one.
Sounds
and then
like
he got an order for 2 little poles there. You seen how we worked in wood? And he says, "I'll keep you guys on until these are done. And you guys are fired." But,
sounds
know,
like an artist or an angry chef.
Like the one we worked on was a bear with a human, similar to this, and I was working on the nose. And I said, "Okay, we'll put a big Indian nose on it." He'd come along and he chipped it down. So I copied it. Come back again, he wiped the whole nose off it.
Wow.
You have to glue another nose on it. Holy smoke. But they had a write-up of him in the McLeans.
Yeah.
And they made him sound really bad. I mean, I got interviewed for it and they just totally turned everything around what I said to a negative instead of a positive.
Like they had already decided on the story before they were talking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Was that ever resolved then?
Oh, I told his daughter, I said, you know, everything they got in here on what I quoted was they turned everything around.
Yeah.
And are there young people in the community now who are learning the techniques?
You know, there's not many down this end.
Yeah.
But like up Massive, Christian White and Davidson, Reggie Davidson, they find funding to teach. I say, you know, anybody's interested, come on down.
Yeah.
This is like a co-op and anybody could work in here, right?
Yeah.
Did you grow up in Skidegate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does it take for you to finish a carving of this size?
It seems like anything I do, it takes 3 months, no matter what size it is.
Wow.
Well, you guys might catch some good weather.
Yeah. Had a couple of days.
You guys travel the island or what?
In a couple of days, we're going up to Turtle Hill, and then hiking down the East Coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of groups that are going out to Sanskrit today and to Queen Charlotte.
So how many of you guys all together?
25
25.
total.
25? Wow.
Yeah.
We're staying up at the George Brown.
Coming from when you start talking about environment and start talking about what sustainable means, and you start getting into all the complexities of just defining words and trying to bring people to some common grounds and common levels of understanding is a very huge, can be a huge challenge, and it's a big exercise in understanding, being open to develop trust with other people. So the work that you guys are doing and you know, the work that we do here at the museum and the Kai Center is all geared towards that, and we're preparing the next group, the next generation of people from Haida Gwaii to be ready to sort of carry on those next steps. Right? We could set up all this good stuff, but if we can't have our own people ready and confident and feeling empowered to carry us forward, a lot of that work is for naught. So that's why the work that you guys do and the program like this and the work that we do at the museum is all, you know, essentially based around that. Taking some of that power back and passing on our way of seeing the world and making sure that that lives on. And so some of the ways we're able to do that through here is different, right? We opened a show that's down there. If you guys get a chance to wander down there, we opened a show in June, which is called Gina Suda Tol Hasi, which means came to tell something. So it sort of tries to get into the role of the artist in society and the role of the artist as an educator, as they pass on, you know, not just the technical aspects of how to make things, but the stories and the histories and the importance behind those things, and creating the tools for other people as well to share their stories by, you know, carving things or creating instruments for song, to share songs, creating hunting, things for hunting, and you sort of see how they support this whole bigger community. The other things that are really exciting is having your own exhibits that are able to sort of, again, tell your story from your perspective, and not only you know, trying to impose your worldview on others, but allowing the other perspectives to come to the surface as well and show the similarities and not the differences, and sort of focus on the commonalities we have, common values, and to help people understand, so we can come to this common place. And so there's a lot of tools like that are out there. There's a lot of we publish our own books, so that the information that are hopefully now in our classrooms and stuff are coming from community members and are story-based, and our knowledge holders are brought forward as the main resources, and not, you know, someone who's rehashing the third time what someone else did 100 years ago, which a lot of times sort of happens. So those are all very important things to us and very powerful tools, and you guys helping Barb with her project is another, you know, it's very important to, again, creating another tool that will come back that's from here and help us, again, make another step in another direction. So I should stop there, but hopefully you guys do get a chance to wander around the museum a bit. Yeah, I'm still, the group here did some good work for us over the last couple of years with some curriculum, and now that I'm transitioning into this curator position, I'm excited to use that and see how we could work with the schools and sort of figure out how we can keep moving forward in our journey to educate about our culture, which ultimately does educate about the environment and make more clear some of those connections that